Hello, welcome to Emotional Badass, where Moxie meets mindful. I'm your host, life coach and psychotherapist, Nikki Eisenhower. And on today's episode, I'm sharing a little story about my process of skydiving. Hello. I'm sending out a bunch of love to all of you. I've got a tiny and I hope mighty episode for you. I'm 39. I'm about to be 40. And I've been reflecting on when I was 29, about to be 30. And one of the things I wanted to do before I turned 30 was I wanted to go skydiving. Now, deciding to do something like skydiving is a really interesting experiment. Because when I started telling people in my world, I'm going to go skydiving, either people are very excited or they're terrified for you. So I think there's a lot here in terms of a lesson in sensation and emotion. What I notice with highly sensitive people is often we are waiting for courage. We're waiting to feel a sense of bravery before we act. And the lesson that I took from this experiment of going skydiving was that I was terrified the whole time. People would say, "Wow, you're so brave. I can't believe you're going to do that." And I'd look at them very puzzled. I wasn't brave. I was just like they were. I was scared. I just knew how to push myself to learn new things. And my seeker spirit, my high sensitivity on top of my sensation seeking, wanted the experience of this, wanted the challenge. In the Enneagram, I am the challenger. So I've grown myself largely by self-challenging. And this was a challenge that I wanted to face before I turned 30. I remember driving up to the skydiving place in Texas and seeing tons of other people that were suited up and waiting. So it was this very interesting experience of suiting up, watching the video of how to do it, and then waiting and seeing other groups leave, go up in the plane, come back down and come in. Some people would come back. They would decide not to jump. We could see the videos that were playing, that they were taking, that they were playing in the waiting area. And I really had a moment of, okay, I've lost my mind. What am I doing? This is crazy. But I didn't want to give up. I remember getting on the plane and you meet your person. The word is tandem. You're not allowed to just jump willy-nilly by yourself. You have to jump attached to another human being who knows what they're doing. And I remember watching the other people that I was with, and their tandem partner was giving them a lot of rules and explaining a whole lot of what to do and what not to do and how to put your arms and how to put your legs. And I looked at my guy and he said, "Yeah, don't worry about it." And something about his energy really did calm me. He had told me not to worry about it because he was a big, massive guy. And I was small enough compared to him that it really kind of didn't matter if I flailed. And I just took a leap of faith. I trusted his energy. And that plane with the door open, standing on the edge, I thought, I'm not brave. I'm not brave. I'm not brave. And then we jumped. I'm so glad I jumped. I'd still be in that plane, circling, never jumping if I had waited for courage. There are moments, I'm getting choked up, because I'm realizing that there are so many moments that have tested me. There are so many moments in your life that will test you, that challenge us to decide and to move, to go. It's important that we not manipulate ourselves into believing that others aren't scared. It's important that we don't manipulate ourselves into believing that we're supposed to find the courage before. We're scared because we're smart. I was scared because I was doing something scary. Doing anything in life means something can go wrong. And me jumping out of that plane was a gesture to the whole rest of my life. That I didn't want to let fear make my decisions for me. That I can be smart and I can be scared. And I can do it anyway. I didn't feel brave till my feet hit the ground. I didn't feel brave till I knew I made it. Only then did I feel how powerful I really am. I hope there's something in this tiny but mighty episode that helps you understand your own relationship with fear and courage. And I hope that all of us make decisions that don't block us from being able to feel the fullness of our personal power. Look back on your life. We feel brave after. I want to thank a whole bunch of you that are on our Patreon. And I want to invite you, if you haven't checked out our Patreon, to come on over, come hang out, come check it out. We have been working very hard the last 2 years, and we have so much content there. I want to thank Adriana Bachman, Becky R., Heather Hogan, Nicole Dalstom, Stephanie Bentheimer, Tammy Deputy, Paige Hickman, Megan Maggart, so many full names. We've got Julie and Katrina, thank y'all so much. Sarah C., Rhonda Brander, Poppy, Michelle G., and Gina M. Thank you all so much for supporting us at Patreon. I hope the content that's there supports you. Come find us and check out our monthly live stream Q&As on any topics. You can ask me anything about yourself, about a dynamic, about me, about my life. Nothing's too personal. You can ask it, and if I can teach something by answering, I will answer it. And we've started pandemic pep talks at the free level. So if you're interested in that, come find us there. And if it supports you to not listen to pandemic pep talks, do that too. It's always my goal to support you and give you choices to empower your life. Remember how courageous you can be when you show up for yourself, and how fully we can feel that after, not before and not usually during, but after. I'm an emotional badass. You're an emotional badass. And together we are where Moxie meets mindful. Light and love. Bye-bye.